Last time on Rat and Cat, we looked at 6 different properties and homesteads that needed fixing up. After looking at all of those, we think that the A-frame cabin on the river really stands out the best. However, we're having some second thoughts. Are we making the right choice? Is living out in the country the best thing for us right now? Living in town, sometimes you can find a little bit cheaper housing and save some money on travel. We're wondering, is it worth it? We're still having second thoughts about the property on the riverfront, the little cabin. And so my wife has looked at a little fixer-upper that we're going to take a look at in town, which would be more convenient.
Structure.
What do you think, Kirsten?
Well, I don't know yet.
First impressions.
I don't know yet. I do think that this is really dirty. Look at that.
What? It's a gem. Gem in the rough.
We could clean out the. Did you see that? They had a child.
or a rat or something.
Do you know about this? I've seen this in a lot of this age of houses around here. Do you see this? Is this or is it?
No, sounds
Okay. Do you hear that, Nakia? This is so yucky, babe. But listen. I guess it's not that bad.
It's a lot of work.
The whole upstairs creaks and walking here.
The nice thing, it has water and electricity. I mean, that's kind of work.
Yeah, that counts for a lot.
In a way, this is really an odd stairs, little stairs here.
Wow.
But it's kind of fun in a way. For kids would love it.
Oh, yeah. Check this out. The mice have found it.
The mice?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
But look at this. Justice would flip out.
Yeah, that's a nice little storage space there.
Established stuff in the backyard.
Well, you know, the only way you could tell is go up in the attic and look.
Yeah.
The only way you know. I don't know if there's even an attic access to this stuff. Nice big backyard, though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, look at that.
We're venturing into this back workshop.
Ooh, Nakia.
Oh, this looks
Dangerous.
amazing. Look at, wow. Okay, amazing is not the word I would use. The floors.
I don't
Checking
even want
out
to go in.
why these divisions.
What's a
It's like they're storage spaces or something.
Oh.
There is a garage here. And a dirt floor. And I would say it's pretty safe to say you'd want to,
Tear it down.
yeah, either tear it down or just totally strip out everything and re-site it, and
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, this is a mouse paradise here.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. Probably could.
It's a nice building. I mean, it's a nice size and stuff.
So we just got done looking at this little house, and it is came out, and the guy driving the snowplow from the city said, "Are you looking at that?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Don't." He said it's been used. It was a meth house.
And he said it's a nightmare.
He said he thinks the realtors are trying to hide it and stuff. I don't think he said or
No,
don't
he
know
said
about.
they were lying to the realtors.
They were lying to the realtors, so I don't think the realtors know about that.
It does not smell like meth. Not that I've ever truly smelled what a meth house smells like, but I think that when I have smelled it before, it smells like cat pee. Really strong cat
I don't
pee.
know. I kind of feel like my throat's burning a little. Seriously,
my throat isn't burning, and I have a more sensitive schnoz than he does.
But the thing about all these fixer-uppers that we've looked at,
A lot of work.
there's a lot of work, and I really don't like digging through old stuff. I mean, I'll do it if I have to. If it's a really cool structure, I'd be willing to. But and this one has a lot of little rooms in it, which would be great. But it's definitely a step down from Riverfront. And this other cabin that doesn't have anything in it. It doesn't have any insulation or old materials, lead paint even, or asbestos. We don't have to worry about tearing any of that out. There's nothing for mice to even build anything in.
Right.
I like that. And it's frickin' riverfront property.
Yes, it is.
So
It's 20 minutes from town.
it's 10 minutes from town.
Is it?
We'll time it.
Let's time it.
We're going to go there.
I think that's the
Well,
biggest
to the
thing
area.
is, what do we do with our time? Drive back and forth. It's going to take about half an hour for our kid to get to school.
And all those places are fixer-uppers. So I
It's
guess
all
that's
gonna take
kind of a,
Maybe that is good. Everything's a fixer-upper.
yeah,
We're not going to
in
find
our
something.
price range.
We're not going to find something that isn't.
Yeah. And for us, renting is throwing away money. There's not a lot of
Well, there's
rentals
no
in this
place
area.
to rent anyway. There's just nowhere to rent.
And buying a more expensive house, I was thinking was an option. We could do, if we wait a little bit longer, we
No,
could
we
buy
don't want a
another more
mortgage.
expensive, but we
We
don't
don't-
want to hire a mortgage.
Yeah. In fact, with this riverfront property, we're having more of a mortgage than I wanted to have. It would have been awesome to just pay cash, but we just don't have enough to do that unless we're getting a really tiny place, like one of these tiny houses, which we're just not sure we're...
Yeah.
We got two really active kids, and in the winter, that could be really tough to be in a tiny house. We're staying in my parents' bonus room right now, which is bigger than any of the tiny houses that we've looked at.
That's true.
And
It's luxurious.
It's luxurious compared to them, and it would be okay if we could find a place that size, but there's nothing that size.
And the tiny house movement is kind of weird too, because a lot of these tiny houses are super unconventional, and there's weird stuff about them too that we've seen.
Well, they're not hooked up to water, or they don't have, I mean, none of them that we've looked at are actually equipped with all this. Like, they're the beginning of a tiny house, so there's no sink, no composting toilet yet, or they have one but not the other, right?
One thing's for sure, it's going to be an adventure.
Yes.
Let's go!
Yay! Maybe we could stop by the post office before we have our adventure.
Dear. All right, so we've come just directly from a different house that was a fixer-upper in town out here to this fixer-upper.
And there's no
Other-
contest.
No contest.
None.
Why did we
Because
even
this
question it?
Why did we even question it? It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's worth the work. For sure.
Yeah.
Although Nikhil will be doing most of the work.
It's gonna
Actually,
be
a
hard.
contractor will probably do a bunch of the work.
Well, no, I mean, for the well and
structural
stuff.
and the well.
I'll probably do most of the structural
think?
stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if we can get enough money for a contractor, I'll gladly do that. Have them do that. But
That may not. Okay. Brr, let's go.
all right.
It's winter. It's
High
cold.
five. We're kissing on the internet. We're supposed to close in just a couple of days.
Hello up there.
lots of potential here and lots of work. This is really a pretty big nightmare as far as trying to finish up a piece of property.